Last time on Grave of Man, we met some kind of bitchy breakfast crone, and everyone else seemed to have some sort of infinite patience for customer service, but instead I got bored and chased the first sound that I heard, went across the entire train, and got grabbed by a floaty imp thing that was amused by me being vulnerable, so I made myself less vulnerable by surrounding it with crocodile flesh. And then it got away because God hates me.
Yeah. So
and then Skitter stabbed it.
yeah, well, so people have corrected me. There's no multi-grapple in 5e. You can only grapple a creature once, which seems really bizarre because it's just as easy to escape from 4 crocodiles as it is from 1. So we might want to homebrew that, but I'll think about that as we go. But people were really angry that he rolled a nat 20 and managed to get out, and I'm like, I don't know, that seems fair. Everybody else gets ridiculous shit when they get roll 20s. Okay. So
It's
you guys...
Okay. God hates me.
Yeah. So you guys are... You guys are all standing outside. What?
Oh, we also realized the genie got destroyed.
Yeah, the genie got. You have his shit. Who grabbed his stuff, by the way?
Well, we haven't moved it as of yet. But
Okay.
we know that there's like a mask,
Okay,
a maul,
yes. There's a mask,
and
a great
tunic.
hammer, and a...
Or a maul? Tunic?
and like a tunic thing.
Okay.
With some like sashes and whatever. It's all flair. Alright. Shit, I should like watch the last 10 minutes of every episode before we do these sessions, because I'm actually kind of lost as to why everybody's in the hallway away from Crocodile Room. Oh, you were investigating Wentworth's room. That's what was going on.
Well,
you
so
guys...
this is
we were
Wentworth's
checking the next room.
Oh, yeah, you were checking the other rooms, and then we'd stopped. Okay.
Though I do want to press the button on the wall for this room.
Okay.
Because this is like the way that you summon the conductor, right?
Yes. Let's see. Would there be a noise? Where would the noise be? Roll perception checks.
Okay.
Everyone?
Yes.
Okay.
Perception. It's up here. That's pretty good.
Nope. You don't hear anything.
Ah!
That works.
Okay.
Then what did Dress hear?
What did I hear?
Yeah, because you heard something and that brought you to the front
The
of the
alarm.
train. Precisely. So why aren't we hearing it now?
Because it's gone?
Yeah. Alright, we explored this one room here, but I don't believe we had time to explore this room over here, yes?
Okay.
Actually, we did not explore either of these 2 rooms.
Yep. Let me make sure I'm on the right layer. Let's see. It is map and background. Okay, so you're doing the first one?
Yes.
Okay. The door's actually locked.
Ah. Well, I guess we're never getting through here.
Brungren?
Yeah?
Do you have a key to these rooms?
No. That was my brother's job. He was in charge of the passengers. Why would I need a key to the sleeper cars?
Oh, where would he keep his keys?
On his body.
I sort of look at the half body on the ground.
If you have to.
Without even asking, you're already planning on looting his brother's corpse.
Well, that's why I was pausing and just gazing down upon it. Is it alright if I search his remains?
If you have to.
That's her secret character bio, is that she's this, like, adorable sociopath.
Anime isn't D&D, okay?
That wasn't good.
Okay, it's not too hard to rifle through his pockets. You find a untouched key ring in there. Or untouched-ish? You're not sure.
How many keys are there on it?
There are 5, 6. 6 keys.
6 keys.
And then remember, Skitter had given you a 7th. You're not sure
Wait,
where from.
when did Skitter give us a key?
He had stolen one off of Reginald.
Oh.
Like way back when you guys got on the train, he'd lifted it.
Do any of the keys look like duplicates of one another?
Yes. So 5 of them look the same, and another one has a train on it.
Oh.
Like it looks, yeah, it kind of looks like a classic train, except for the engine elongates into, kind of key stuff.
Okay. Let's try out some of the keys on this door.
Okay. So flipping through the keys, which one are you using first? Are you using the train one or the other ones?
The other ones.
Okay, so, on the 3rd or 4th key, the lock pops open.
Okay.
With a click.
Let's take a peek inside.
Okay, so inside is a room that is almost completely untouched. There's no real signs that anybody has been in here for a while. It looks like it's been cleaned thoroughly and has not had any recent occupants.
That's weird. Why would it be locked if nobody was in here?
Well, they may keep the rooms locked so that only people that rent out the rooms have access.
Aye, otherwise you could just sneak in.
Oh, yeah, I suppose that's a good point. Still, you never know. Sneaking into an unoccupied room seems like a good way to, get in undetected. Shall we give
score
this...
a free bed and not have to pay the extra premium fee.
Oh, hell yeah, you didn't know what I'm talking about.
You're not doing that on this train.
Oh, even after all we've been through.
No.
Oh.
I still don't trust you. Oh, right, wrong one. Okay, so you investigate the room, and for the most part, that's true. You do see some kind of, old-looking bloodstains.
Huh.
Oh.
Brengren.
God.
Did anyone from the previous party, the ones that had that
I
ball...
am in charge of the engine, lady. I really don't know anything about any of these cars.
Where would your brother keep the documents recording the...
Well, he's got the manifest in his chambers. I guess I could go get it for you.
Oh, that would be most helpful. Thank you.
Okay, so he's actually gonna go trundling down the train. Let me switch. And Lorian Morn's gonna go with him.
Should I ask?
Engineer's starting to feel like one of those anti-intellectual types that
Should
is
I
in a
ask
weird
Skitter to follow them?
Nobody.
Like in a self-imposed ignorance at all times.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Should I ask Skitter to follow them? He might be able to find something that they otherwise wouldn't allow us to see.
Go for it. Although I'm sure the skit man is probably already on top of it.
Skitter.
Yeah?
Skitter, can you follow those two through to the front?
Sure, I'll get right on that.
Thank you.
We've been sending a vulnerable tiny lizard creature that has to cast magic sometimes to get on walls when we have a ninja.
I mean, technically he's on the top, but it's so much easier to show him on the bottom. Also,
the dwarf
it looks
who
cool.
died.
Also, he's been upside down for a while. Okay, so he goes...
The dwarf who died, that's his chamber that they're going to. I just wanted to give him some information since he probably hasn't been hearing any of this.
No, I've been listening in. I'm good.
Wait, you can listen even when we aren't thinking about you?
These ears are not for show.
Oh, so you've been listening to us from the outside of the train.
I mean, mostly. I know some guy died, and then there was
basically
demons.
Stand by us and be invisible.
Also that.
Well, thank you.
Okay, bye. Feel free to tell me to do other stuff, otherwise I'm just kind of out here, because I assume you don't want me to be found yet. I can show myself if you want to, but that might... I mean, they might have questions.
Yeah, you do not reveal yourself as of yet.
Okay, operational plan, gotcha.
I poked the blood on the ground.
Okay, it is dried.
His brother was really quite bad at cleaning shit.
Drez, can you do a nature check?
A medicine check would work.
A medicine
generally
check would
better
work too?
than nature, yes.
Oh, really? Because I think nature would work with this because aren't you supposed to follow injured animals?
Tracking. Yeah, so he could track the blood.
Oh.
Or he could learn about
it. It leads to here.
Yeah.
It leads to this one piece of carpet and then stops being carpet.
Well, there might be small traces of it elsewhere. Okay, let's try medicine.
We're not off to a good start.
Nah, none of these rolls are working.
It's old, dry blood. Maybe a couple weeks old. You're not really sure.
Weeks? Well, most of these passengers haven't been on here for weeks. But that brawl could have occurred weeks ago.
I believe they specifically said that it was last week, correct?
Last week, huh?
I think that's my understanding of it. I will admit, my memory is not what it used to be. I go over and run my hand across the top of the desk looking for dust or dirt or anything.
It's actually more like sand. And there is a fine layer of sand over the top of the dresser.
Maybe for practical purposes, they figure if no one's staying in the room, they don't need to keep it clean. That's very unusual. Oh look, I can move Skitter around.
Yep.
That's
not
not
Skitter.
my name.
I can move Dress around. It represents my command. I go over here and investigate the alligators. Are they still here, by the way?
Yep.
They'll be here for a while.
Huh.
Just like me, in lizard form.
Alright,
Forever.
enough toodly-poodly.
Okay.
Let's open up the next door.
Let's
Okay,
try
it
this
is
one.
also locked.
All right, I'll try one of the other keys.
Okay, you flip through it until you find the correct key. It's super similar to the previous one. And the room is equally empty.
Huh, so...
Equally empty, you say?
So...
Well, what does Mr. Investigation Check say about that?
Well, there's
Not
an
much better.
Alarin in the room now. You've solved the riddle. It was Alarin all along.
Hey! Oh, hey, I can move Drez too.
Goody! Everyone's happy except for Drez. Does this room have bloodstain?
Nope, no bloodstain that you can find.
Not yet.
Huh, so it seemed like none of these rooms were purchased. Well, not purchased, but were rented out by the current passengers, except for Wentworth in the lavish room.
Suppose. So the rest of the passengers on the train, they just sleep in the car behind us?
I suppose they just sleep
Oh
in
yeah,
their
that
seats.
is how trains work. Disregard me. I'm moron. Therese, don't you say a word.
I wonder what's taking them so long.
Okay, so as you ask yourself that question, I was mostly just not wanting to interrupt you guys role-playing for once.
Yeah.
No, that's fine, I
Two
understand.
things happen. Roll perception checks, I guess, first.
Perception.
And then I'll tell you what you guys actually are aware of. Okay, so Alarin and Dimitri, you don't notice anything. Drez, you notice something. You smell smoke. You smell quite a lot of it, and it's coming from the rear cars. And almost at about the same time, Skitter pops on over the radio. I don't know, the sending stone. He's like, "Hey guys, there's a problem here.
Uh-oh. What's going on?
I think the imps are back, and they're trying to grab Brungren."
Wait, at the rear of the train? I thought we were at the front of the train.
No, he's in the front. He's in the front of the train.
So the front of the train is
It's a
smoking?
split problem.
Or...
Two
oh,
things
no.
are going on.
I'm gonna
Oh
go.
no.
I'm going towards the back of the train.
Here, I'm going to hide.
I'm going towards the front. Quick, crocodiles!
Quick, split the party.
Okay, I suppose I'll go to the back of the train, and the crocodiles can accompany him to the front of the train. Dimitri, yes. Sorry.
I command you, crocodiles! Follow me to glory!
Well, actually, you should command Drez to command the crocodiles to go with you.
Okay. Therese! Therese!
I'm looking at the details of the spell. I'm like, is this even possible?
You get a will save.
That's because... No, I'm trying to figure out whether or not it's even possible to have them follow Greg's orders or not.
Probably. You could definitely tell them to follow Greg's orders. And they'd probably do it.
I think I'm going to try doing that.
Okay.
Weird as it is.
Okay, so
Should I roll a command, like an animal handling check?
Unless there's
or
a
something?
range
Dimitri.
limitation,
Wait,
can he
They're
be
not,
out?
well, they're not animals.
Shell, do
Oh.
you even know that there's fire on the car? As far as I know.
All I know is that Drez was going off in a different
Okay,
direction.
so you're following Drez backwards, regardless of the fact that Skitter just said the imps are attacking. Okay.
No. I can go the opposite way if Drez just went without telling us what was going on.
I'm just trying to make sure that we don't metagame too much because we have had complaints.
Sorry, fine. I'll go to the front. I'll go to the front of the train.
Oops.
Because if Drez smelled the smoke and went to the back, then it
Okay.
doesn't mean that I know
Well,
about
then in
that.
that case,
Yeah.
He's taking his crocodile.
Yeah, so the crocodiles go back. Yeah, make sure that you guys kind of
this will go over well.
make sure that you guys use your knowledge appropriately because
Sorry.
you're not telepathic, and unless Drez specifically tells you can hear smoke, you smell smoke. You cannot smell smoke at all.
Can we still keep it in character that I tried to command the crocodiles
Oh
to
yeah,
come with me?
absolutely.
And they
I
just
was
storm
just
past
like,
you.
They just
I look at
stormed
the
out.
crocodiles, just like look at me, and then walk past me, and I'm like, yes, go away from me, as I commanded you to do just now.
In a wild
Hello, Aladdin.
crocodile.
Okay, so you
I'll
guys
just mount Greg on, Drez on top of the
I
crocodile
actually,
head.
I don't actually know what's going on at all, so I guess technically
Well,
I'm...
Skitter was.
Yeah,
over
you heard
here.
from Skitter that the imps are back
Yeah.
in the front of the car.
I heard from that? I thought
Yeah.
only Aladdin had the...
No, you all hear this.
Yeah, I
Okay.
gave
You
you
all
guys
have sending
stones.
Okay, cool.
Remember,
In that
I gave you a
case-
stone earlier, so.
In
Yeah.
that case, let's go forth, sans crocodile.
Okay, so let's resolve you, and then we'll resolve Drez.
Okay, is this door unlocked?
Yeah, so the door is unlocked. The doors are all unlocked. They've been closed, but they're unlocked. Okay, so you get in.
Oh, so there's. Oh, these are the brothers' rooms.
Yeah, so you see a pair of brooms. The doors are open. And through the open door, you see not one, but 3 imps. And Brungren and Lorien. And I guess at this point, no. Skitter's probably trying to, like... No, I think at this point, Skitter's popped in and he's helping.
Even can they see him helping?
Probably.
Ah.
I mean, it's kind of hard to stab an imp in plain sight without cover, without anybody seeing you.
But Skitter finds a way.
Yeah, well, okay, here, let's roll a stealth check and let's see how ridiculous this is.
If the imps just start falling.
Yeah, nobody's seen him yet.
31.
Plus 12.
Okay.
Plus
So,
12.
what do you guys do? Roll for initiative, I guess. And we'll go with
Okay,
that.
initiative. Bloop. And I will also turn on my rapier.
Okay.
Oh.
Let me see if I can pull up the... That's not it.
Uh-oh.
Where is the initiative thing?
I don't know if we want that near the engine.
Okay, that's 12. That's
As long as I only stab the imps.
Okay.
What percentage of your attacks have been successful again?
Enough. I mean, that one particular ride on the raft was pretty bad, but aside from that, I'm okay.
Let's see. I probably should just have shackle NPCs to you guys so this is easier. Well, I'll do that another day. Okay, so you get there, and actually the imps go first. So, I'm gonna reveal the whole room, because at this point, more or less, you can see what's going on. So there's actually, there's 6 of them.
Ah!
And
Oh, God.
they're
Oh,
all,
no.
so the scene you stumble into is 2 of them have got Brungren by the arms. His like, wrench thing is at his feet, and they're trying to drag him through, kind of like a weird, smoky hole in the air.
Oh, there's a terrible portal.
And they drag him more or less halfway through. You can see his, like, little leggies kind of kicking and squirming.
Okay.
All right.
So, let's see. I guess the remaining ones are just going to throw strikes at Lorien, who, for the most part, looks okay.
I just want to point out that this is the same 24-hour period in which the sluice gate puzzle happened.
Really?
Wow.
Well, we've been able to have rests, right? But were they only short ones?
Not since then, I don't think.
Wait. We had a long one in the church.
That was before the sluice gate.
No, the church was after the sluice gate.
No, it was before.
No,
was before?
It was way before. We landed there from the flood.
Right, that's true.
It went sluice gate to the kingdom area where everybody died, to dragon, to train all in one
you're
day.
right.
With no resting ever.
You guys had one long rest in there.
Yeah, we must have. Maybe it was in one of the
have
rooms
no
or the
Probably
gardens.
when we all died.
You guys had a long rest after fighting the druid. I remember there was a long rest in there at some point. Okay, so the remaining imps are all more or less trying to stinger Lorien Morn to limited success. It is now Skitter's turn. He is going to hammer one and miss. And it is Lorien's turn. She's going to take that gnarly greatsword of hers. Let me figure out what her proficiency. Bird, what's your 2 hit? Oh, no. You've changed too much. That's not reliable. Originally, I was going to be like, it's approximately what like Greg is, and the answer is no, it's not.
I have +9 to hit.
Okay, well, so does she. Luckily.
Yeah.
Okay, so she actually strikes one of the imps down. They're not as beefy looking as the one you guys like almost kind of got a glimpse of.
Probably because it had eaten someone.
Yeah.
Oh, Skitter didn't run away?
No, Skitter is helping very sneakily.
He's
Despite
invisible.
the whole outnumbered rule?
He's
Well,
not technically outnumbered here.
yeah.
It
Was 6-5.
But
it's not a linear outnumber like that. It's like a multiple, if I remember. What is the exact rule?
variable, but mainly you guys technically outnumber them by sheer numbers across the train. So he figured it was a safe bet. We can get into Skitter logic if we want to. I actually have the rules written out, and the more magical items you get, the more he's like willing to tolerate. Anyway, so it is now Alarn and Dimitri. It's your turns.
All right. I will cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on one of the imps that's holding Brungrin.
Okay.
So it has to do a wisdom savings throw, and if it fails,
Okay.
it falls.
So you
prone.
actually can't see. So the two up
Well,
above,
okay,
you
well,
can't see them.
I will
you
have-
can just see their arms kind of dragging him through.
Well, won't I have to have?
I guess
walked in
you
here?
might actually be able. Yeah, you can get it through there.
Okay.
Okay, so you more or less stand at Brungrin's legs and start. Do you laugh or do you just like?
No, I just cast it.
Okay.
And they're the ones that fall into.
Okay,
a
I
fit
wasn't
of
sure if it was
laughter.
going to be like a space station Silicon Valley hyena thing or not. But so it needs to make a wisdom save. Was
Yes.
it? Okay, let me pull up imp.
Yeah, and a creature with an intelligence score of 4 or less isn't affected, but I'm assuming their intelligence is more than a 4.
They are intelligent, and he does not save. So almost immediately, the arms start like kind of twitching madly as he starts like just this horrible coughing that might be laughing.
Imp laughter.
Yeah, but the room actually gets kind of like hazy as just like ash or soot or smoke just starts
God,
to
it's
fill
like
it.
The wildfires outside my apartment right now.
Oh yeah, I was hearing about that. Mm.
I designed these before I heard about those, and I'm like, maybe I should like re-theme them, and I'm like, oh well. But yeah, so It might be trying to laugh. You're not sure. Apparently, I made a mistake in exporting these things, so there's like this dumb little
there's
white
one
line.
pixel
That
or a
pisses
couple
me off. I'll have to
pixels
fix
of
that.
white.
I'll have to fix that later.
I noticed that last
if you guys
episode.
don't finish the train or the imps off permanently. Okay, so he is laughing. How long is he laughing for? 1 turn?
Up to a minute.
Oh,
And-
okay.
And
That's
If-
the entire combat.
if someone attacks him or if he takes damage, then he can roll to save again.
Okay. And Dimitri, it's your turn.
Well, I'm going to do what I do best, which is barge through door, look at nearest thing, and hit with X.
Okay, you
Oh,
did.
baby, do I
Woo!
ever.
Okay, so 2 things happen. Let me see. So it dies. You cleft it in twain.
Mhm.
Okay, and then let's. Can you roll a die 100?
Oh.
Oh, no.
It's one of those where there's a certain range.
Okay, let me figure out what happens. All right. So leaves grow from the cleft in twain's imp body,
Uh-huh.
and then they
Leaves.
immediately just set on fire.
Oh,
got-
a combination of the fire orb and the wonder.
Yes. There are some
I
other
will-
things that could have happened there, but you got one of the joke answers. There's a 2% chance of that happening, mind you.
I
Anyway.
admire the wonderful show of the power of nature.
Oh yeah, there's also glitter.
Fire glitter.
Well, it's kind of like sparks. I don't know. It's kind of pretty actually, and it's also dead, which is nice. Okay, top of the order. It's the imps. Okay, so the one imp that's laughing, does he get more will saves, or is he just laughing until he gets hit?
At the end of each of its turns, and each time it takes damage, it can make a will save.
Okay, it's not only it laughs so hard that it withdraws.
Oh, into the portal?
Yeah,
It had a critical fail.
it has
didn't
fallen through the universe.
That's a one if I ever heard of one.
These things only have 10 HP, and I think maybe, yeah, probably. I mean, if the combat takes long enough, he'll come back, but he is gone for a while. So shit was real funny, apparently. However, his companion is kind of redoubling the efforts, and you can see Brungren's boots sticking out of the portal.
Oh
Oh no.
Okay. So that's... Oh, yeah, and then the remaining imps are going to try their best to sting the shit out of Lorian Moore. They actually both managed to hit, and she's looking kind of rough. But she's not going down. What's the effect? Ooh, ow. So she is going to... Yep, she's fine. Okay, so she's looking a little bit rough, but she's fine. Okay.
Alright.
So, it is now Skitter's turn. He is going to... let's see if he can hit. There we go. Okay, so he finishes off one of them. You more or less just see, like, daggers kind of swing, fly in through the open windows. And if you roll a high enough perception check, you can see his ears kind of poking up over the sidebar of the train. I don't know. Anyway, it is
Brungren's.
it's Lorian's turn.
Oh, Brungren can't do anything because
Brungren is actually he is kind of limp
Oh no!
almost. But so Lorian actually probably finishes off the other one. Let's see. Does she do enough damage? Yes. Okay, so she kills the other imp, and you have a pair of boots. What do you guys do?
Okay, well, I will leap forward and grab the ends of his overalls, because if I know anything about overalls, it's that those straps are hopefully going to hold him in on the opposite side.
Okay.
Because if I hold the
You've
boots...
grabbed a hold of these extremely dense denim overalls. You would never wear them. They feel very, very constrictive.
Yeah, I remember that one time you wore overalls. That was weird.
They're comfortable. Anyway. So...
Someone!
I guess I also lend a
Grab
hand.
Okay.
Yeah,
Grab.
on.
Okay,
Yeah.
you have now grabbed. Is that... Okay.
Oh, should I do strength as well?
Probably. I mean, otherwise you're just holding on to him. For better or worse. Okay. So, between the two of you, you manage to yank... Oops, that's not the roll I want. You manage to yank him... No, it's more than that. Well, I guess I'll just add more. Okay, so you managed to actually yank him mostly back at the portal. As you do, though, you kind of notice that it's not the imps that are really holding on to this guy.
Uh-oh.
There's kind of something on the other side, if I can drag it out instead of... There we go. Okay, so this thing, which is much larger, starts coming out.
Okay, I am going to poke it with my rapier.
Okay.
Can I do that?
Nope, your turn was yanking him out. You guys,
Yeah,
you guys are
okay.
Well,
that's the next
Warren.
thing I'm going to do with my other free hand. I'm
Okay,
going
so
to poke it.
I'm gonna move this thing to the back. I'm gonna delete this. Okay, so there's a giant hand, more or less holding Brungern's entire torso, and you guys have managed to beat it in a contest of strength. It is. I guess it's its turn. Make a strength check, both of you.
Okay.
Oh no,
And
I get thrown enough.
Okay, you managed to prevent it from pulling Brungren back out. And then Lorien Morn is going to take a swing at it. And actually, Skitter's going to be like, should I stab it, or should I hit it, or what do you guys want me to do?
Take out its knuckles!
Okay.
Stab!
Okay. So Lorien Morn is going to cut at it with her sword and miss completely, and Skitter at this point kind of flips through, lands. I guess he's got advantage if it's a sneak attack. Okay, there we go. 1d8 plus... Okay, so he just crushes a knuckle. One of the fingers just kind of curls upwards in horror. And you have... I don't know, let's go with the +2 bonus on your next strength check. And it is going to... It rise, it's definitely, like, shaking. But I guess it's your guys' turn, so you can do what you want.
Okay,
Just to set the mood, what sort of sound is this, like, making? I assume it's like a horrible rushing noise.
Oh, yeah, beyond the portal, it's...
It sounds like, you know when your joints are, like, really creaky?
Oh, God.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's this. It's like this kind of pale, dusty, kind of like bone white arm. Maybe not bone white. It's more like kind of ashen, I guess. And there's just smoke billowing out of the portal. Actually, it's getting kind of problematic. I don't really know how to do... I don't know how to do the special effects for this, but eventually this room is actually just going to fill up with ash or smoke or whatever. So eventually this room is going to be uninhabitable. Right now you're okay because the room is well ventilated a la Skitter, opening the windows to throw daggers in through. But eventually it'll be a problem.
Okay. I was mostly just wondering for my own personal enrichment.
Yeah. No, it's a good point. I need to be more descriptive with what's going on for the audio people anyway. Okay.
Cool. So whose turn is it now?
It is yours and Alarin's.
Okay.
I cannot afford to let go, so I'm gonna just do another strength check.
Okay. It is going to resist. You get a +2 bonus. So you managed to actually drag it out even further. Previously, you could pretty much only see the, up to maybe halfway through the hand. Now you've got it midway up the forearm.
Okay, I'm gonna work around to where its thumb is.
Okay.
And put my rapier through it, like cut across it so that the remaining trail goes over.
Okay. Did you...
I put the 8 on it.
Okay, yep, you got it. So you just kind of open up a gash. It's clinically clean, and it just kind of feels like there's always a hole there. And it just immediately starts billowing smoke.
But now that it no longer has a thumb, shouldn't it let go?
You didn't sever the thumb.
What? I didn't sever through the thumb?
No, you just took a chunk out of it. It's a big chunk, but it's going to take some time to cut through that thumb.
Oh, okay.
I've listed its HP for this. I know how tough this hand is.
Oh, so it's for the whole hand. It's not for individual fingers.
No. It's let's see. What was the number? I want to make sure that I'd done the math right. Where was... I did roll Skitter's damage, right? Yeah, there it is. Okay. Anyway, so it is... I guess it's the arm's turn. So make another strength check, Greg.
Okay.
Or Greg, goddammit. Dimitri.
We're good.
Okay. Yep. You resist. You are... This arm is not as strong as I thought it was going to be. But so you managed... You're holding Brungren firm. And Skitter and... well... Lorian Morn chucks her sword out the door.
Oh no!
And Skitter is going to crack the knuckle. Let's see if I can find that. There we go. Okay, so he is...
say that I'm not the best paladin in this room.
He has destroyed the index finger. It is at this point just kind of fallen off.
Oh god.
Yeah. So it is... I guess make another strength check as it's going to try and resist.
Okay.
Of course. Uh-oh.
Okay.
Oh
so
no.
you slip. You don't let go, but before you know it, you and Brungren are like halfway into that portal. It is...
What does he see?
Okay.
What does Dimitri see?
Dimitri, you see a giant arm kind of extending out of just smoke, just pure smoke. It's stifling. It's hard to breathe. If you weren't a ghost possessing an ogre's body, you might be worried about yourself, but you can't see much of it. You just see the shape of this, kind of twisted humanoid skeletal body, and it has got a firm grasp on Brungren.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay,
and you're in
1 second.
You're in a small room as far as you can tell. You're not really sure where you are. You can't see like stars or void or whatever. It's enclosed. And it's deadly silent except for the creaking noises.
Wow.
Yep.
Give me 1 second. I'm looking something up. Does 5th edition have will saves anymore?
It's wisdom. It depends on the spell. Yeah. Why?
Oh, I was just going to like in character do a will save to see if I'm not like too scared to like let go of Grungren.
Nah, Dimitri's seen some shit. You've already been through one Eldritch portal in the past 24 hours. At this point, you're starting to get used to it.
Killed by a vortex already.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying like I have past trauma.
Nah,
apparently I'm cool.
Greg's
with it.
the one with trauma.
That's true. Okay.
I mean, Dimitri lived through it.
Yeah.
unlike Greg.
Dimitri
I
also
guess
died
I've been
once.
through this once before. Yeah, alright. That's
Greg
fine.
had more like ending trauma.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, cool.
So give me a second. So that you've been dragged through.
Uh-huh.
Let me just make sure that I'm doing the right thing. I'm trying to figure out the difference between aid and bless. So aid is actually just bonus HP, which is stupid. Okay. So you feel a hand grasp your legs now, and you actually feel kind of bolstered.
Okay.
And that's about it. And then you hear Skitter being like, "You can do it. Good luck."
Skitman, yes.
Okay, so Alarin, we'll resolve you first, and then we'll resolve what Dimitri does.
So all I'm seeing is Skitter holding on to the ogre's legs.
You see Lorien Morn, who is just blessed Dimitri, and Skitter is kind of just being like, "Yay, good luck." And you see kind of like the upper half of Dimitri's torso buried in this portal, and just smoke kind of billowing out.
Okay. I'm going to sort of partially crawl up onto Dimitri and just very lightly poke my head through the portal.
Okay, it's getting really crowded.
And I am going to cast another Tasha's Hideous Laughter on the thing.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Make a will
I don't
save
think it can laugh.
thing.
How can a hand laugh?
Well, it's connected to a smoky body.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, no, let me figure this thing out. I do not have its
Laughter.
I do
Give
not
its
have its
Wisdom.
Yeah, not immediately. Let me figure out if I've got the right critter. Yeah, this looks about right. It fails.
What?
It fails. The hand contorts as you just hear this awful, awful creaking. It would be laughter
God.
from something that has never laughed before. Something that you're not even sure if it ever actually even uses its voice. And with that,
Jesus.
the hand has let go of Brungren, and the three of you topple backwards through the portal onto the metal deck of the engine room of the train you were in. And with that, the portal closes.
Yay!
You are all just covered in soot. Brungren is just blackened. Dimitri, you are, you look like you've been dabbling in a little bit too much face paint. And Alarin, you've got, well, you're not so magenta right now.
I quickly rub my bracer over my face and my hair. Actually, I probably shake my head and it all goes floof.
I didn't know it could feel grosser to be an ogre, but today I learned. I feel like an ogre who smokes cigars.
Oh yeah. No, you are having second thoughts about your door.
Jeez.
Okay. Drez! So, you, while this is all going on, you have run to the back car. And you actually, as you go by, you, here, let me move them.
Oh yeah, what's happened to Gelato and Reginald?
Yeah, so Gelato and Reginald have actually moved to the back of the car and are standing kind of by the door. And Gelato is kind of wringing her hands as you get there. And Reginald looks, kind of, well, he looks just as giddy as always. He looks like an asshole. But you get there and Gelato's like, the dining car's on fire. I do something, but fire's really scary. And Reginald's like, yeah, I tried to go in there, but oof, it's smoky.
Wait, they're talking to Drez and a bunch of alligators like this?
Yep.
Oh.
I mean,
I think they've been through enough.
You
by
have
now.
a lizard followed by 3 crocodiles running determinedly towards the back car. It's gotta be with you guys, because you're weird as shit. That is a good point, though. Here, let me roll. Maybe
Actually, yeah, let's double check this.
let's double check this. Okay, Gelato figured it out. And wait, give me a second. Yep. Okay, yeah, they both figured out that you are a sentient creature.
I can't rotate. I can't flip the crocodiles. I don't know how you do that.
Here, I'll flip them for you.
They're not meant to look like a rear guard, but I don't think I have that button.
But Reginald curse number whatever. He doesn't roll a die 20. It's just a 1. It's a Boolean whether he succeeds or not. And he figured you out. Okay, so you have arrived at the car, and it is indeed burning. The whole thing is up in flames, and there's just smoke billowing out of every window.
Is the door? Can I open the door?
Yes. So you open the door, and just smoke pours out, and you can see like maybe a couple feet in. You being
And it's just
close to
then
the
it's just
ground,
fire.
it's not a big deal. But yeah, the whole thing is on fire. The carpet's on fire. The tables are on fire. Roll a perception check.
Rolling perception check.
Okay, so
Wow.
you see, you see
Through people's skin, apparently.
You see actually a lot more than I'm showing, but let me zoom out. So there's something else. Oops. You see kind of this.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so there's this in the
no.
room. And it's doing something in there. You're not entirely sure, but you hear a crash, you see it smash through a table.
And it's not laughing?
It is just destroying. No, that's he's got 4 turns before that happens.
Oh.
The glory
So
of
the
simultaneously. So you see a arm, there's smoke pouring out of it, and it has somehow set the dining car on fire.
How on fire is it like the whole thing, as far as I can tell, on fire? Like this whole place is doomed?
I mean, the train isn't probably doomed, just because you're not entirely sure if the fire's going to bridge the gap.
No, I mean, like, is there any possibility anything's in here besides the bad thing?
You're not sure. It's
or
too
does it look
it's
real
too
bad?
smoky.
I mean, Wentworth was in there.
Yeah. So there was that guy who you haven't passed. And that's about it.
The breakfast crone.
Yeah.
Well, now.
Whoa.
Oh, Jesus.
Owie.
Ow.
What?
Your mic.
What?
Your mic.
XLR
Yeah.
died.
Yeah, there was a bit of a bird chirp in there.
That's weird. I don't have XLR.
Whatever, it was pain.
Yeah.
Now it's me. I get to do it. It's my turn. Did it happen again or something?
No.
I'm just remembering bird. Anyway. So you have this.
Fuck.
Roll for initiative.
This ranks high on the not ideal list. Boy, oh boy. Okay, so let's see here. Initiative. Great.
Okay. Roll initiative
job.
for your crocodiles.
Me. Double checking their stat, which is probably not great. No, it's not. They are just a roll 20. They do not have a modifier.
Well, you rolled 20. You want to roll a die
Wow.
20?
Oh, you're right. I had a moment of like, wow, that's amazing.
Wow.
Again.
Okay. So the arm is flailing. It actually hasn't noticed you yet. Actually, no, it has noticed you. It knows you're there, and it is going to reach out and try and grab you. Roll a reflex
That's
save.
not good at all. Shit.
When I say grab, it's more like it's trying to just
Swipe.
try and get you. Okay, so you managed to kind of like scuttle backwards because you're just at the edge. If you stay here, you can kind of dodge it. If you get closer, it's going to be more against armor class.
So I'm scuttling back.
Okay, so you've scuttled backwards outside of its general reach.
So what does this connection look like?
It is metal. It's got kind of this like weird interlocking key looking thing. But with
Does it
like
have a pin?
it doesn't have a pin, but roll an investigate check. Okay.
That's nice.
With enough torque or fire damage, you could totally melt through the thing, or twist it out, or a couple different things.
Where's the cargo car that has all the beauteous things inside it? That's like the vault.
Well, you guys don't know where the vault is.
Right.
And somebody doesn't know there's a vault.
That's true. He has no idea why we're here.
Oh no.
Oh my god. Looking through options a little bit, and they're not entirely ideal. Oh, how fast is this train moving? It's moving super fast, right?
Like 100 miles an hour, maybe faster. It's going.
So a lot of nature spells would actually end up getting lost in the movement.
Yeah, remember,
probably.
there's a lot of wood that the body of the train is made out of. So you do have kind of wood, depending.
Kind of wood.
Well, I mean, it's on fire.
Let's see. You said torque.
Yes. It looks like if you had the correct thing, you would put it in and twist. Or you could just, you know, twist and hopefully just pops out. You're not sure.
All 3 crocodiles are going to latch onto the connection thing
Okay.
as Drez crosses over to the other side.
Okay,
And they're sure gonna try.
roll the crocodile.
Rolling to crocodile. How do I wait? What would I roll to just attack? I guess
It would be strength.
Okay, strength. So roll 1d20. D20. I'm remembering now. Oop, and then I could accidentally delete it instead of copy it. There we go.
Okay, they are making very little headway.
Oh, goody. That's a great sign.
I mean, it's not meant for regular people to just be able to brute force. Otherwise, random passengers
Let
could
alone animals without
Yeah.
thumbs.
But their biting pressure and their death roll.
I mean,
The fabled crocodile death roll. Man, options.
Probably depends on the
Options,
metal,
options,
but
options.
teeth might be weaker.
Sorry, I'm briefly looking at a description for something.
the other thing you notice is, like, the more they try and do this, the more they're going to lose their purchase and potentially fall through the gap on either
Oh,
side.
goody.
Like, it looks like they're kind of getting it together, but it's kind of a toss-up if they're going to succeed right now. Anyway, you still have about, I don't know, 15 feet of movement and your action.
Yeah, still got one last attempt I can make. Let's see, right now, Dimitri has my inventory.
I mean, your inventory was offered to be resized for you.
Yeah, no, I'm reviewing the situation
Okay.
in my solo problem-solving situation of what options exist in this character about options that has slightly reduced options lately. My new breath spell is a poison spell, so that doesn't help with this. Surprising lack of fire spells, except for the one. So as the end of the action, I'm going to end their attack and replace that with a fire attack on the thing.
Okay.
To see if that helps.
Roll to hit it with
Since
fire.
they weren't doing well.
Okay. You hit, and it just kind of heats it a bit. Like it kind of gets that like hot pan look.
The hot pan look. Alright, well, that's my turn for sure.
Okay. So the arm is, well, okay. So the arm is actually going to shift forward and just smash through the back of the car. It just shatters it with a strike. And it is now kind of it is kind of going in on your position here.
That's not good.
And then
So this portal's like chasing the train? It's a 100-mile-per-hour portal arm.
yeah. You're not entirely sure how the portal's moving. It's just fixed to the train, maybe? You're not sure.
That's a weird thing to think about.
Okay.
Let's see. So is that's full turn?
Yeah. It had to blast through the wall. I guess I'll move it a little bit closer so it's properly threatening. There we go.
How's the weather?
It is well, Well, you're not actually sure if there's weather on the elemental plane of Earth. You see a sandstorm off in one direction. You're
Okay.
technically underground, so...
Wait.
Oh, are we
We're
underground? Right
underground?
Yeah, the entire elemental plane of Earth is just... Shoot. You never played the We Are the Dwarves, but the elemental plane of Earth is just an infinite plane of rock and stone. As far as the eye can see, or
Imagine if
travel.
you took outer space and inverted it so that space was solid rock.
Yes.
But we're in like a giant open area?
Yeah.
That was dug out,
Yes.
basically.
Okay.
I really like the elemental plane of Earth.
I
Elemental
would-
plane of fire sucks. Air is kind of cool. Water is kind of cool, but boring.
Hey. Alarin takes offense to that.
Okay, I think I have an idea.
Okay.
Oh no.
It's kind of all or nothing. But this could be very amusing. Ah, shit. So if we lost the train car, it probably wouldn't even lose the arm, huh? Because it's just floating in a weird vortex thing. Okay, fine. I'm going to use Call Lightning on the arm.
Okay. What is
That's
it?
gonna be expensive.
What does it do?
So
Hello, Lightning.
first of all, you need. So I summon a great storm overhead
Okay.
to call down a great lightning bolt down, since this appears to be a large enough area that could contain such a thing, and it's going to come straight down on the palm of this creature, which needs to make a Dex saving throw.
Holy shit, this spell is nuts. You can just keep doing that. All right.
It's expensive.
So it's making a Dex savings throw.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh.
I mean, hasn't
That is
Drez felt the full
interesting.
force of a lightning bolt before? Or was it a different spell?
Drez has gotten hit by a lightning bolt, but this is a different one. Okay.
Ah.
So it saves actually.
Damn.
Yep. You still do.
So it'll-
it still takes half from what I
So
remember.
it'll take half damage of this.
Yes.
4d10. That's not great. That's basically just a. It's basically just to produce flame.
Okay. Well, he takes.
I said 4d10 because of the storms.
Yep.
Since apparently this is a turbulent weather scenario already,
Okay.
which gives it a damage bonus, but it's not nearly as good as what happened as the negative of losing half the stuff.
Yeah, sure. I did say there was a sandstorm, and there is, in fact, there's several. Really, you can see some dust devils and such.
And then triple crocodile.
Okay, roll to triple crocodile.
Rolling to triple crocodile. Let's see. It's weird remembering rolls for something that isn't my character. 1d20 plus 4. So there's their hits.
Okay. Okay, so you hit once. This thing's skin is kind of tough. Okay.
So we get 11 damage.
Okay.
Which is as much as my dramatics.
Yeah, your crocodile. Are you grappling or are you just going with the regular? Because
I am just attacking at this point.
okay, because crocodiles get a free grapple. Whenever they do.
Well,
Okay.
actually, yeah, an attack is a grapple.
Yeah. Crocodiles are crazy. I love turning into them in 3E. Anyway.
Yeah, just the bite attack is by default a grapple.
Yep.
Well, that's because they like to grab onto something and spin around, right?
That is how they do.
Okay. Now, obviously, gonna homebrew this a little bit. So are they grabbing on, or are they just taking chunks out of it? Because they can let go.
It's not presented as an option. It just says the target's grappled because it's a bite.
Well, I mean, it can let go. It's not like it's forced to continue with the grapple. And this is important on whether or not they're snapping at its elbow or, holding on to it as it's, like, flailing around.
Oh, yeah. Let's just go with the bite.
Okay. I was gonna be like, can I toss a crocodile?
Crocodiles go, yeah. The crocodile ring toss.
If you said yes, we would have some crocodiles getting flown out of the train. Okay, so it is going to, it's just gonna sweep. Roll a reflex save. It's not so much an attack as just kind of an AoE. So roll 4 reflex saves, 1 for you and the crocodiles. And it's just trying to crush everything.
There's mine. And then...
Okay.
Those are very variable rolls for the crocodiles.
So, your... the middle crocodile just gets swept off the train. It's gone.
No!
And the other two kind of... one of them kind of takes it on the back and takes... how much damage?
Bird, you killed one of them.
That was before I realized they were awesome.
Okay, and the other one actually gets killed. And slips off.
Son of a bitch.
Okay.
That's not good.
And then it is your turn.
This is not a good start.
You do
We're gonna
notice.
try again anyway.
You do notice, however, that the mechanism in the center has been damaged by the sweep.
That's convenient, unless this thing just floats behind the train when the train car goes away, as if nothing happened. Which is a genuine question that's hard to know without very dangerous science. We're going to do something nasty again.
Okay.
So, roll that reflex save.
Okay. Nat 20s.
Son of a bitch.
Nat 20, wow.
It doesn't even have a good modifier.
No, it doesn't.
I have a high DC.
So it kind of contorts out of the way. And
this guy's good at dodging for a blind arm
yeah.
thing.
So it contorts out of the way. I always have the hardest time saying what nat 20s do on like con saves.
If its hand were to perfectly dodge the lightning bolt, wouldn't the lightning bolt just hit the connector for 30 damage?
Roll a lightning strike, random chance, because the arm is moving around.
Random chance, is that like
Yeah,
a
give me a-
1
what?
or
Give me a 1 die 5.
1 die 5.
Okay, so it does not. It hits the lower railing.
That would have been the most amazing ending.
Would have been. You had to get a 3.
Especially if it then turned out that the thing just freaking floats anyway and that was pointless.
Okay, so it is going to, well, I guess it's going to do another sweep because there's still 2. Oh wait, no, you still get a roll to crocodile.
Yeah, still get 1 roll to crocodile.
Well, oh wait, no.
So there's the attack.
There you go.
Whoa.
Ooh. Okay, so you take another chunk out of this thing. The wrist is missing holes, or the elbow. I'm not entirely sure.
I mean, that's the roll to hit.
Yeah, but still, crocodile does damage.
Yeah,
like
it
I
does,
said,
apparently.
crocodile does damage. So you've taken some chunks out of this thing, and then it's gonna sweep again. So roll a reflex save.
Okay, this is danger time.
Okay.
Poof.
So roll a second reflex save.
That one's for the crocodile. Oh shit.
Okay. So your crocodile gets
not a good
flung
time for
off,
crocodiling.
and you are also flung off the train.
Oh, okay.
It's probably for the best.
So you fall, a good 20 feet, and you just hit dirt. But what you do notice is that the car that you were fighting this thing on, the burning car, also has been dislodged by this strike, and it kind of topples to the ground, maybe a couple hundred feet in the direction the train was headed, and it is sticking out of the sands like some kind of weird toy, I guess.
Huh. Well,
Mission
This is a
accomplished.
very long day.
Then does the hand start cackling and dissipate?
The hand has disappeared at this point. Or at least he can't see it because shit has changed and he can't see it because it's a couple 100 feet away. It's still on fire though. Okay. So I'm just going to permanently hide this train because it's not there.
Okay.
Oops, that's reveal.
Well, unless we're seeing it from Drez's perspective, because that's the only
we'll
part
handle
of the train
Drez's
that he has.
perspective in a little bit. He is...
I might be surprisingly okay with how very small creatures deal with body impacts.
Yeah, no, you take
due
no
to
falling
their
damage.
Due to their skeleton versus actual body weight.
The terminal
ratio.
velocity does
Yes,
not
we all
affect
saw
lizards
Kurt's
that bad.
gesagt.
Okay.
Yeah, Kurt's gesagt.
Okay.
And the train probably lurches a little bit for us up at the front.
No.
right? No?
At this point, you've...
Probably going faster now.
Yeah, you've heard lightning a couple of times, which is suspect and shit,
No,
but that's about
I
it.
know Drez.
Okay.
All right. How's Brungren?
Brungren looks stunned, and you notice several, kind of puncture wounds on his arms and shoulders and stuff like that. And he looks groggy.
Oh,
He's not dead.
How many spells do I have?
He just looks...
I guess I haven't cast a single spell yet.
Nope.
Funny.
Are you
Alright.
gonna lay on hands?
I'm going to lay on hands. Let me look up how to do this.
Okay.
Sorry, I should have this memorized. That's also not a spell, it's just an ability. Right. Paladin level times 5. What level am I again?
I think we're level 5, aren't we?
5.
Yeah,
okay,
you're-
25
Level 6?
health.
No, we're level 5.
Okay, so
Are
he
we?
looks...
Yep.
He physically looks right as rain, but he
Yeah.
also looks a little bit green around the whiskers. And he's still pretty groggy. But he looks good.
Wasn't he always green?
Good.
Okay.
Brandgren.
Uh,
Brandgren.
no.
Morn, you accompanied him. What happened?
Wait, no. Sorry, let me find a... no, that's not gonna work.
Use this aluminum foil.
No. Okay, there we go.
Oh god.
Well, if I've got a voice actor character that's inside a helmet, that's very quiet. So,
Can you try again? I don't understand a word you just said.
Okay.
so they were waiting for us, and they stung him a lot, and well, they got a hold of him before I could start striking back, and well, I think he's been poisoned.
Poisoned? Oh no.
I can I cure a disease or can I cure poison? Let me check.
Paladins should be able to have an ability like that.
I think I can cure disease, not poison in general.
Okay.
I can neutralize one poison
So-
with another lay on hands.
Brungren throws up on you and then passes out.
Ah!
Oh.
He looks better, but he looks sick and he rolled a natural 1.
I can do one more lay on hands to cure one poison for him.
Oh, okay. So you do that, and he wakes...
That's my last lay on hands
Okay.
until my next long
Okay.
rest, though.
So he wakes...
That or I give you some mana crystals.
He wakes back up,
That's true.
and he is like, "Oh, what the hell? What was that?"
I think you got a... Oh god, all the puns I can think of are very raunchy.
You got smoked.
You got one, Elran? Yeah, that works. You got smoked.
That... What?
By
You-
the smog imps or the ash imps, I believe they're called.
I smell delicious.
Yeah, you do smell like barbecue.
He really does.
Anyway, my friend, you have been through a terrible, terrible, cursed time. You were almost going to get sucked into portal into, like, heck.
A portal?
Does that... Yes.
Oh.
from the demons that have been taking over this place.
Oh,
They were going to grab you and pull them into your home.
that'd explain how they're getting around without me noticing.
Yeah. I guess so.
What reason would they have to attack the train? And why would they try taking people?
I mean, if they're here for the black box, then they need me.
You suspect
What's
they
your
want
connection
the
to
black,
the black
box?
I'm half the key.
Oh, right.
He is kind of clearly drunk. Also, Skitter's disappeared at this point. Oops. I did hide area
Good call.
instead of hide Skitter.
Alright.
I did find the manifest for you, though. And he pulls. He's just got a book on the ground that you didn't notice in the middle of combat. It's a big, thick old book.
All right, I'll.
I assume it's covered in crazy amounts of ash.
No, it looks like he might have dropped it before everything happened. So really, just the cover is covered in ash, but the book itself is actually fairly fine.
Okay, well, I'll pick it up, dust it off, and leaf through the pages to the most recent.
It is hundreds of pages of notes and ticket stubs and
that's why I'm going to the most
logs
recent
and whatnot. Okay, so most recently are a number of ones you recognize. There's a half recent entry for you. Let me find my my notes on this. Okay. So he has ticket stubs from every passenger for apparently like the last 2 decades. This book may or may not be. It's kind of magic. It's got a lot more pages than it looks from the outside. But so he has ticket stubs from every single person, including you guys. He has your golden ticket thing that Vivi had given you, and it's kind of put in like a bookmark, and he's got like a goddamn lifetime passes written next to it in Dwarvish, if you can read it, but it probably doesn't matter. And it looked like he was kind of starting to write basic descriptions of you guys for whatever reason.
but they were cut off.
Yeah, well,
like
he
was
had
interrupted.
stopped for some reason or another.
And what about the previous pages before that
Okay.
one?
What are you looking for specifically?
Well, I'm looking for the names of the other passengers because I know of Gelato, I know of Lorne.
Okay.
I know of
roll an
Reginald.
investigate check.
Okay.
So there's Wentworth Barnes, there's Gelato, no last name. Okay. You find a little thing about them picking up Ormond and him being there to, work with the train. Alduin covertly picking up and dealing with Wentworth, who is supposed to be the only passenger, but Gelato had been picked up on request by Azid, because she is his supplier for ice cream, and he wants.
And Bayezid's the owner of the train.
Yes. So Gelato was sent along, and then you guys showed up, and he's not really sure how or why, and he's not really happy about that.
So when was Reginald picked up?
You don't actually see anything on Reginald.
Oh. That's interesting. There's
That's
no
unsurprising.
there's no ticket stub or anything for Reginald?
No entry, no ticket stub, no notes, nothing.
Oh,
Yeah, little man thinks he's above the law.
that's very suspicious.
Of course, I don't know anything about this.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm imparting the information. Brungren
Yeah.
and Lorne, I'm looking through this manifest, and your brother lists all of the recent passengers with the exception of Reginald. There's no ticket stub or description of him anywhere.
What? He's still super delirious.
I will.
He's coming to, but he's getting there.
I'll show Morn as proof.
More nods, and then kind of shakes her fist. She may or may not have liked Reginald at all.
That's interesting. And did it also list who had rented out the rooms? Was it just Wentworth that rented out the one?
Yep. The only person scheduled to have a sleeper room at this point was Wentworth Barnes's room, and it was privately handled.
Okay.
Huh. Okay. So, we need to figure out how to deal with Reginald, because, of all the people, he is now by far the most suspicious, and also the most annoying, so, you know, that's good. We can kill two birds with one stone. I mean, not literally kill, but, I mean, maybe. Would anyone really have a problem with that?
No. I mean, he would definitely be one to question. I might want to speak with Gelato just to see if she had come on before or after him, and...
So you want to gather a little bit more information before we do any sort of direct confrontation?
Right, because we don't want to show our hand.
That's fair. Okay. Skitman, are you... Oh, never mind. I'm going to psychically think this. Oh no, these are sending stones.
Yep.
Yeah.
You'll excuse me, I need to take Wiz off of card.
Yeah, good dude.
Skitter.
Yeah, where are the lavatories on these?
They're,
Have you seen...
Oh, right. I think you had described it.
Pee off of train, remember?
Yeah.
Right.
I forgot to draw a lavatory, actually, so I just went with pee off the train. Why not? Technically, there should be, like, a lavatory.
There should be a shower.
At the... so... Let's just assume there's a hammer space shower somewhere in here.
Every year we lose someone off the edge.
I will remember the next time that I draw any kind of transportation vehicle to include a bathroom for you guys. Yes?
Can you go and do me a favor and keep an eye on Reginald? Your job from this point forward is to watch him like a hawk and tell me if he does any moves that are out of the ordinary.
Okay.
I just had the worst idea, and it was terrible.
Which is?
No, it was just about, like, you guys were talking about how it was dangerous to, you know, poop off the side. I'm just imagining, the first thing that came to mind when it came to colons and, like, terrible things that could happen were, like, tapeworms. And I'm like, no, don't want to think of, like, sandworms popping up and biting people's butts. That would be bad.
Good God, like a dune worm just flies
I was
out of the
actually,
ground and, like, bites you in the butt.
I do have a random encounter designed that I'm not going to use that is entirely, if any of you guys had actually tried to pee off the side, a sandworm would attack the whole train.
Well, now you spoiled it.
Well, you're not going to pee off the train.
I thought he was.
I might have.
No. Also, I don't want to do it at this point because it would be such a derailment.
Derail. Very funny. Anywho. Oh man, that was really good pee.
Yeah, it's free in the wind.
Good. Ellerin, what do you think we should do with our friend here? He needs bed rest.
Well, his room is fortunately next door.
Oh, valid point. Hey, my bro, you need to lay yourself down for a little while.
I gotcha.
I prop him up.
He just stumbles.
I prop him up and we drunk walk him.
Yep.
Or he just can take himself there, that's fine too.
You notice his bed is not sized for him.
I go back to Lorien. You took some hits, are you going to be okay?
I'll be fine.
You notice she's fully healed already. Probably.
Okay.
You can't really tell. You have yet to see any skin on this person. Just armor.
Alright.
And more
I
armor.
attempt psychic communication now with Therese. Therese! At this point, I don't know if we actually can maintain a psychic link.
I believe so. As long as you're not in different...
At this point, I don't know if I'm even conscious.
If you're... No, you're totally fine, except for the fact that you got clobbered for... I actually never rolled the damage, because it was more so whether or not you got knocked off the train.
We should probably stop the first episode of the night.
We
here.
should. So you had taken 13 damage,
early,
but you didn't take any falling damage. You're just sitting in the sand, realizing that being a lizard in whatever counts as sun here is actually kind of comfortable. Anyway.
Finally. peas. And then I
About
hear
to be
Greg.
interrupted by Greg.
Well, Dimitri.
Therese!
I don't even know it's Dimitri, do I?
No, you don't.
No.
You do not know.
No, you don't.
You do not know that Greg is dead.
I don't think I ever knew who Dimitri was in the
No,
first place.
you have not
No.
met Dimitri yet. You are not aware that he had a split personality issue.
There's Greg and Grug as two separate entities that are both possessed by someone that I've never heard of.
Yeah.
Therese!
On a mission I've
Therese!
never heard of.
Therese! Are you okay? What happened in the back of the train?
Yes.
We heard lightning bolts, but now it's very quiet.
Well, I'm with the back of the train, and
And
you're not here anymore.
I don't follow you. Speak.
No, I don't follow you.
No, my friend. I think of all the information I've given you over these past couple of days. I need you to speak more clearly with me. What happened in the
Where
back
are
of the
we?
train? We're in the elemental plane of Earth. Try and keep up.
What?
We're in the elemental plane. We're on
We're on
We're
a
in the
train
elemental
in the
plane of-
elemental plane.
Exactamundo. Ellerin, who's not in this conversation.
Sorry.
But there's still
Listen,
Bard.
it's been a long day. I think it's time for a nap.
Fine. Can't ever get a straight answer out of him anyway. I guess I'll go back to the back of the train and see what the hell happened anyway. Do you like how I'm resentful of you now for not sharing information?
For the way that you summoned me into a death mission without telling me about it.
And so things heat up on the Elemental Express. But who is summoning the demons, and why do they want Brungren? And how is Drez ever going to get back on the train? Well, find out next time on the next episode of Dungeons & Dragons: Grave of Man.